In the next 10 minutes, I'll show you where exactly deals are closing, not where sellers wish they were, and what it means whether you're buying or selling in 2025. Here's what's happening on the ground right now. Buyers have completely reset their underwriting. They're requiring cap rates at 6.5% to 7% minimum. Some are pushing for 7.5% or higher, especially on anything that isn't Class A with stable military tenant concentration. But sellers, they're still anchored to 2022 valuations. They remember when cap rates were at 5 and 5.5, when debt was cheap, when insurance wasn't crushing NOI like it is today. The math doesn't work anymore. According to the latest CoStar data, the average sales price in Hampton Roads is $162,000 per unit over the past year, but that's heavily skewed by newer high-quality assets. When you look at the three-star properties, the bread and butter, Class B and C assets, they're actually trading between $150 and $183 per unit depending on location and condition. The result? Deals are stalling. Properties sit on the market for months, tours happen but bids come in 15 to 20% below asking. One side has to adjust or nothing trades. Let me show you what the data actually tells us about the Hampton Roads right now. So chart 1, vacancy rates holding steady. Hampton Roads vacancy sits at 5.5 as of Q3 2025. That's actually better than the national average of 8.1%. The market is showing fundamental strength. Vacancy for 4 and 5 star properties is even tighter at 5.1%, while 3-star assets run at 5.5. This isn't a 4 to 5% occupancy that sellers are pricing into their pro formas, but it's relatively stable. The issue isn't demand, it's pricing expectations. Chart 2, actual sales pricing by asset class. Here's where reality hits. Over the past 12 months, the average price per unit across all sales was $162,000, but when you break it down by quality, 4 and 5 star properties averaging $241 per unit, 3-star averaging $183 per unit, 1 and 2-star properties averaging $116 per unit. That $120,000 per unit seller that wants their B and C assets, 35% below where 3-star properties are actually trading. The market is saying these assets are worth more, but only if they're well maintained and in the right location. Chart 3, the cap rate reality. This is the chart that explains everything. The current market cap rate in Hampton Roads sits at 6.4 overall. For 4 and 5 star assets, it's at 6%. For 3-star, it's 6.4. Compare that to 2022 when cap rates were at 5% or below. It's 120 to 140 basis point expansion. On a property generating $1 million NOI, that cap rate shift alone reduces the value by $3 million to $4 million. Sellers who are anchored to 2022 pricing are literally pricing their properties at cap rates that don't exist anymore. Buyers can't get financing at those numbers and they won't accept the returns. Now let's break down where deals are actually happening versus where they're dying.